This is a painting that draws us into history. It seems inescapably imbued with gravitas. History seems to be soaked into this painting in the way the colour red is soaked into the bandages or the canvas. What you see is this irregular, disruptive, slightly tortured surface. We see somebody taking the material of canvas, cutting it into bandage-like strips, and then getting into this strange process of wrapping these knotted and tautly stretched and bandage-like shapes. In a way, unnerve the audience rather than reassure them. This artist has been driven into a deeper engagement with the materials and with the tradition. Scarpitta talks about the painting almost as an enemy, as a kind of opponent, something to do battle with. There's almost a sense of a mutual engagement between the object, the painting, and the artist, in which either or both could win or lose. I think of it as a kind of painting that doesn't ask us to see eye to eye, but kind of body to body. The artists of this time are taking painting to the sort of edge of itself. There's this sense of art not just being there to provide society with forms, but also to remind us of the horror, the terror, the sublime experience of a formlessness that we know is also out there. Scarpitta signed up for the American Armed Forces, and it's difficult not to associate the traumas of the Second World War, the tragedies of the 20th century, with this troubling painting. There is a monument to the Holocaust which uses this image of one of the wagons designed to be used for animals or minerals, which is actually used for human beings. It's hard to look at Scarpitta's red freight and look at an image of this red vehicle made of these horizontal boards and not see kind of strong echoes between them. It's not right for us to claim that Scarpitta was making this direct connection, but as I say, once we look at the two images side by side, it's hard to disassociate them. This is a painting of history, about history. And all of this pours out of that single word, freight. The freight that's alluded to is the most shameful freight of all. That's the power of this painting, I think, Red Freight, is that it can take us into history and its own quite recent history. As Scarpitta and Red Freight draws us into something worth thinking about. In the process of thinking about it, changes the way that we think and changes the way that we see painting and history.